The session for this morning is we will have a demonstration teaching of the two groups. And I have here with me how do we observe the practice session of the teachers. So the ICT coordinators they know this job, right? Okay, so I have here a checklist on observing the session. So you could help us with this, okay? So kindly distribute, give everyone one copy, please. Okay, so everyone, please get a copy of the observation checklist. Okay, para po madali sa mga teachers natin mag-present today, let's organize our classroom. Okay? Can we make this classroom smaller? Huh? So can we ask the one who used the last three tables will move here? Okay. Everyone had a copy of the practice session checklist. No, it's okay, ma'am. You will not sit on the same table for the whole time. You'll be moving, okay? Magmumove po tayo sa 6th table na to. So it's okay to move here closer. Will that be all right? Okay? Wag po kayo mag-alala sa aircon na yan. Maybe for 3 hours dito kayo, the next 3 hours sila naman. Palitan tayo. Will that be all right? So let us just move to the next 3 tables. So let's use these 6 tables here. Okay, maraming salamat po. So every table, meron tayong 4 to 5 people. Here, kulang pa dito, sir. 3 pa lang dito. Actually, yung mga teachers po natin magde-demo for this morning, we have the new way of how to teach ICT literacy to students. So medyo baka po kakabahan sila pag super malaki yung room. So thank you for helping us on organizing our classroom. The next thing that we will do is we will going to make again our name tent. Para po mabilis kayong, sir, pakibigay po every table, 5 bond paper every table, please. You will going to make your name tent. Para po mabilis kayong tawagin ng teacher. Okay? Please get one pentel pen. And then clear your table. Please distribute. Clear natin yung table, yung mga name tent na hindi atin pakitapon. Okay? So let's create our name tent every table. Okay, a name tent. Gagawin nating triangle, the strongest polygon. A triangle. Okay? So create now your name tent very quickly. Gagawa lang kayo ng pangalan para madali kayong tawagin ng teacher mamaya. Okay, I don't expect this morning that we will do some activity like this. We are thinking about that we will use the same room. So some classroom organization muna before we start. Okay. That table, do you have pentel pen? No? Okay, please share this pentel pen to the table. That table is very crowded. Can we move here? Two people will move here, ma'am. Dito tayo. May dalawa pa. Mas hindi po malamig dito. Sir, dito tayo, sir. May isa pa dito. Sir, marami po kayo sa table na yan. May isa pa dito. And then every table, you just need 2 laptops. Volunteer kung sino yung laptop na naka-charge. Every table, we just need 2 laptops on. The rest, i-off muna natin. And then let's keep it para hindi magulo yung table. So, my dear teachers, kung kahapon small class tayo, ngayon large classroom tayo, ha? Okay, please decide each group kung sinong laptop ang gagamitin. We just need 2 laptops per table. All right. Thank you. Sina Ma'am Honey, wala kasi silang pentel pen. Ginagamit nila yung pen nila. Thank you. Okay, great. And then wala na akong extra. Pahiram, ha? Do you have extra copy? All of you have a copy? Meron na po lahat. Please check. Okay. So yesterday, our trainers for Skills for Success. Yes, ma'am. You don't have a copy? Oh, no. There should be 30. There should be extra sheets. Anyone have extra sheet of the practice session? Okay, great. Talagang mahanap ka agad, no? Very good. Thank you, ma'am. So yesterday, your teachers, the trainers learned about 21st century approaches and also 21st century facilitating skills. Okay? And yesterday, there's one group, the word processing group, tried out the approach of teaching computer literacy to students in such a way that students should be able to develop those 3 essential skills: the technology literacy, collaboration, as well as critical thinking. Okay? So for today, for the next 2 hours, we'll have a session on spreadsheet and multimedia. The spreadsheet we'll do first, right? Okay. So that everyone will be on task, some of you will, most of you were played the role as a student. Okay? Wear the hat as a student, high school student. Okay? Some coordinators, let's have this group. Itong grupo na to, sila yung mag-o-observe sa classroom. That be okay? Later, the next presenters, kayo naman yung mag-o-observe sa classroom. Okay? Ihahati natin yung mga ICT coordinators. For the first group, for demonstration, you will be the one to take note what happened during the session. Okay? And then I will ask one of you to share what happened during the post-briefing discussion. Will that be all right? Okay. So, okay lang po kayo. So therefore, itong grupo ng ICT coordinators, Your role now is as a student. You will participate the activities of the teachers. Okay? Are you okay with that? But I'm not so sure. I guess you need another table. Kindly move one more table para maging kasya sila. Kasi may pangalan nga sila, hindi naman makikita because their table is very crowded. Maybe on that side. Jeffrey? That side. Okay, so some of you will transfer to the next table. My dear teachers, do you think the classroom is okay now? Better? Are you ready? Yes. Okay. Do you need... I guess you need to set up your laptop. Okay, we'll give them... Spreadsheet, sorry. I guess you need to set up your laptop before we start. I'll give you 5 minutes to prepare everything. Okay, so the spreadsheet group is preparing. Are we set? Let's check. One laptop lang po kayo, Sir Rominel and Ma'am Ellen. So one laptop lang kayo. Work as a pair. I guess, Mary, you have to work with them. Okay, work with them. Kasi dalawa lang sila. And 4, 3, and then 4. So we're ready? Okay. So, palakpakan muna natin yung spreadsheet group for their teaching demo.
Good morning, class. Good morning, visitor. To start our day and bless us this morning, so let us all stand and praise the Lord to bless us this wonderful day. So, class, please all stand. So, let us put ourselves in the loving presence of the Lord. Heavenly Father, thank you for this wonderful day that you've given to us, for this wonderful lesson that we present today. And thank you for this wonderful seminar that we experience. Lord, forgive us in our sins that we done, and thank you for the passion that we have in this seminar. Bless us, those people that doing this kind of activity, especially the sponsors. And Lord, guide our loved ones and family. So we hope they are safe and sound. And bless us, O Lord, and give your love and wisdom to bless us for the professions that we have, and bless our students that we guide for their everyday lives. We raise this to you in the loving of Son Jesus, our brother and Savior. Amen. Please sit down, class. So to be energized this morning, so it is maybe a tiring day as student because this our second to the last day, di ba? So here is Ma'am Priscilla to energize this morning.
Thank you, sir. Good morning. Class, good morning. Okay. So class, before we start, let us have a short energizer. So I will group you by table. So this table, you were assigned as train. When you heard the word, I have a story. I will tell you a short story. And when you heard your group name as train, you have to stand up and say the chug chug chug. Okay? Do you understand, class? Okay. Then the table at the back. So you were assigned for the jeepney. So when you heard jeepney, you're going to stand up and say, beep, beep, beep. Okay? Yes, okay. Then, the table here in front, you are assigned for the tricycle. So when you heard the word tricycle, you have to stand up again and say, broom, broom. Okay. Broom, broom. Okay. So please listen to the story. So one day, a boy named Marion is walking down the street, and he saw a train crossing down the road. While the jeepneys are passing by one, and the tricycles are also overtaking from one another. What a journey! Train, jeepneys, tricycles, and other means of transportations are on the busy streets. Marion wouldn't ride in a tricycle, nor a jeepney, or a train. Thank God, he's home safe before sunset, though the sounds coming from the jeepney, by the tricycle and train are irritating. He still managed to come home safe. Okay. Now, to continue, may I call on Mr. Jeffrey L. Sangalang for the introduction, the exploration, and the discussion.
So I hope you energized for that energetic activity. Class, are you awake? Yes. Okay, thank you. So, but before we proceed in our lesson, so let us look back again what our lesson that we done yesterday. So that is a great lesson that we done, di ba? So, Sir Angelo, can you give the recap of our lesson yesterday?
Our lesson yesterday was all about the word processing components, the skills and the tools that we can use in using word and the likes.
Okay, thank you, Angelo. What about the other group? Arnel.
Yesterday, sir, we learned how to change the font and how to justify and the different operations in Microsoft Word.
So that's the wonder of the ICT. So we learn another skills in using this word processing or using this program, the Microsoft Word. Diba? And now, so if you notice, this is part of the 3R that we learn when we are in elementary years. So the word processing represent the reading and writing, because writing is synonymous to drawing. So we draw, we write the content of our activity, especially the flyers. And now we proceed to the another R, which is arithmetic. Di ba? So it is very exciting. We applied math in our topic for this morning. So before that, I have an example of activity here. So when I flash this visual aid, so you try to answer. Okay? Ready? Go. 1 plus 1? Okay. This pass like a program in Microsoft. What about this one? 6. This one? Or very good. They are good in arithmetic. What about this one? Okay. What about this one? So if you notice, we try to think. So forget about the output of this mathematical problem. So what do you notice for the first visual slide and the last slide? What do you notice? Ching.
Sir, it's difficult to compute with the use of our mind. We need another.
A manual computation, di ba? It is difficult to get the output with a manual computation. But when we look at the first 4 slide, it is easy to compute, just like using this computer program. Okay? Eventually, if we encounter this kind of problem, mathematical problem, we need a help. Sometimes, we use a calculator. But we talk about the ICT, so we will use a program that help us to solve that kind of problem and even difficult than that problem. Okay, are you ready to know that kind of program? So do you have any idea of what program we use to solve those kind of problem? Vernita?
Lotus 1, 2, 3, sir.
The Lotus 1, 2, 3, although it is a phase out now. So we are in the 21st century. So, di ba? So remember, the ICT is more on trending, di ba? And updating program, not outdated. So what about? Anyone? What about Rodel?
I think we can use the Microsoft Excel, sir.
Thank you, Rodel. Okay, we use a Microsoft Excel. Although Microsoft Excel is only one of program to computing the mathematical problem. So generally, it is called electronic spreadsheets. Okay? So we use electronic spreadsheets, just like in slide. Okay? So we explore this day in using this electronic spreadsheet with the help of Microsoft Excel as our program, because that is a major, you know, Bill Gates, yeah? He is very business mind. Okay? So I hope you open your laptop. Diba? So we will explore now to the Microsoft Excel as one of the electronic spreadsheet. So did you open your Microsoft Excel, class? Did you open that? Okay, thank you. We will explore on the Microsoft Excel. So as an alternate for the technology, you know the weakness of technology. it can function without the electricity or this compatibility. So I prefer this, so I get one of the cell. Okay? So this is the example of the cell that you see in the Microsoft Excel. So cell is composed of the column which has an A, or letters, and the numbers as the rows. So this box with A1, so the A and the 1, so that is a cell address that you see at the top of the, at the downward of the clipboard. So it is called cell address. Okay? So it is composed of the column and the width. Okay? Do you see that, class? And now, so again, we will try to explore the Microsoft Excel. So please do this, class. Anyone can read? Do you see this, class? Please read. Okay, you can type any words in cell A1, A2, and A3. So do it now, class. If you try to rank your best friend from 1 to 3, so you will type that in cell A1, A2, and A3. Are you done, class? Okay. And now, we will proceed to the next step. So by this time, please read, all of you. Okay. And now, you will type a different numbers using cell B1 to B3. Are you done, class? Yes, sir. Thank you. And now we will proceed to step number 3. Okay, please read, all of you. And press enter. So you click your mouse to the cell B4, okay? And then click the auto sum with the symbol just like E and press enter. Or the, yes? So you can see that, so at the home menu, so you will see a symbol, it is similar to letter E, okay, at the right side, top right side. Okay, that is a very good question. Another possible method for that is to click the FX and look for the sum. Okay, we need to double time, class. So number 4, so if you type a words that more than the the width of the cell, you can change the columns and the height of the rows. Okay? So you can do that by dragging the mouse or by right-click the mouse and check for the width and the height of your letters or numbers. So are you done, class? So I prepared some question about your exploration using this Microsoft Excel. So can you read this, class? Okay, please read. Summation button. So what happened in cell before when you click the summation button?
Yung nasa cell, so cells B1 to B3 po ay na total.
The cell B, you see the sum of the cell B1 to B3. What about this question? Please read. Software. Okay. Yes. Arnel.
My favorite thing in my Microsoft Excel, sir, is that it will save time and you can easily compute items.
Okay. Thank you, Arnel. So what about the question number 3? So when you might use spreadsheet software, what other types of calculation do you think you could do in a spreadsheet? Ching.
Data computation, sir.
Okay. So thank you, Ching. Aside from that example, we can use a lot of methods when we talk about mathematical problems. Just click the summation and you look at the different mathematical problems that you want to use. Even that is a VLOOKUP, a summation, or sum, add, or you need to multiply, or you need to see the fraction, you can use using this Microsoft Excel. And to help us more, you can use our help guide. Remember the help guide, okay? So if you do not have an idea about using the Microsoft Excel, you can help using this help guide. And to learn more about the Microsoft Excel, so here is Sir Carlo to continue our presentation.
Okay, good morning. So what is the section? Your level? Grade 8. Okay, grade 8, Carnation. Okay, so last time you just have your review with regards to the spreadsheet. So based on the discussion, so what did you understand? What is spreadsheet, by the way? Before we continue with the activity. Okay, so Mernita.
It helps us to compute numbers, sir. To calculate numbers.
Calculate. And another? Okay, Angelo.
Sir, it is an electronic worksheet wherein we can input formulas like sum, average, and the likes.
Okay, very good. Another? So, dito tayo. Okay. Okay, Odell. Okay, spreadsheet. What is spreadsheet?
This is where we can compute and we can also place graph, formula. Thank you.
Okay, so very good. So all your answers are correct. So it is all about the calculations. Okay, this morning we'll have your activity. So just open your module on page 78. Okay, kindly get your module. Okay, page 78. Okay, so the activity is all about the transportation. Okay, so kindly read the transportation is all about, so the activity. Okay, Ching.
If people wanted to come to your community, what form of transportation could they take? Would they take an airplane, a train, or a bus? Which type of transportation would be the fastest or the least expensive? How might you use computer to compare different forms of transportation?
Okay, thank you. Okay, if people wanted to come to your community, what forms of transformation or transportation, by the way, could they take? Could they take? And then, would they take an airplane, a train, or a bus? Which type of transportation would be the fastest or the least expensive? How might you use computers to compare the different forms of transportation? Okay, so before we proceed with the activity, we must have to group ourselves. Okay, so here the table. Okay, so table 1, and then table 2, and table 3 for your activity. Okay? So, ano ba yung gagawin natin? What will we do? Okay, so we'll plan. Okay, first we'll plan what will you do on the transportation with the use of the spreadsheet or the Microsoft Excel. Okay, so I have here the sample example. Okay, so the form, the cost, and the distance or the time in minutes. Okay, for the first column, so that is all about the form of transportation. And then the second column is all about the cost. And on the third column, so that is the, okay, so time in minutes. Okay? Okay, so with regards to the planning, so we'll check your output. So what are the questions to be answered for your planning? Okay, so first, okay, think about the questions below and discuss your ideas with your group. Okay, so you might also want to write your ideas on a separate sheet of paper. Okay, so first, okay, the first question is, okay, can you read the first question? Okay, Jake.
From what place might people come to visit your community? Might people come from a nearby city? How about a neighboring country?
Okay, so from what place might people come to visit your community? Okay, might people come from the nearby city? How about the neighboring country? And the second question to be planned. Okay, so kindly read. Okay, Arnel.
What are the three different types of transportation that people could take to get from the place to your community?
Okay, thank you. And the third question, kindly read.
How much time would it take to get from that place to your community on each type of transportation? How much do you think each type of transportation might cost? Use available resources to find the information you need or make a best guess.
Okay, thank you. So that is all about, okay, you will plan. So based on the given questions. Okay, so I will give you 3 minutes. Is it okay, 3 minutes for your planning? Or 5 minutes? Is it okay, 3 minutes? Okay, so before we proceed with the planning, okay, so don't forget to look for the rubrics. Okay, on page 92 of your module. So that those the module the rubrics is found on page 92. So for your activity and project rubric. Okay, so and then before we proceed with the activity, so just be sure that I will check your plan. Okay, so is there any questions with regards to planning? May questions po? Wala? Okay, so magaling, ano? Okay na po, tapos na po. Okay naman? Think of others. Transportation. Ah.
Cebu to Dayan, tapos meron kaming bus or airplane ferry. Sa bus, 4 hours, 168. Airplane, 10 minutes, 1,000. Ferry, 4 hours, 500.
Okay po, so we'll check. Okay, check natin. Okay, group 2, okay na po? Hindi pa? Okay, group 3.
Ay, may pen ka? May pen ka? Hindi, palitan natin siya tayo sila ng pen. Plain, habal-habal.
Ano yung van from Siargao to 7,000? 3,000?
Followed by the name of the currency or money.
Okay na po? Tapos na? Okay, so we'll check your plan. Okay. So form of transpo.
Airplane van.
Okay.
From CDO to Davao po.
Okay, so check. Okay na po? Okay, sige, okay po. Okay, so
Time in minutes.
okay, so we'll check. Okay, so for the additional output or insights with regards to your activity, kindly open your help guide. Okay, your help guide. Okay, for help on how to do the certain skills, okay, look at the following groups in the help guide. Okay, the spreadsheet group 1. Okay, getting to know, okay, Microsoft Excel. Okay, 2, selecting cells, rows, and columns. 4, adding and working with information. 5, changing the look of information and worksheet. And the last one is making charts. Okay na po? So kindly open the work guide or the help guide and just look for the spreadsheet. Okay, sa help guide muna po tayo, help guide. Help guide po tayo, help guide. Okay na po? Nag-explore na po regarding sa help guide? Did you explore? Okay? Okay na po? Okay, so with regards to your activity, so before you will perform, so just be sure that you will follow the instructions one by one. Okay, the steps. Okay, from 1 to until the step number 8. Okay, that last one is the step number 8. And do not forget the challenge questions. Okay, just be sure that you will read the challenge questions before you will proceed with the next step. Okay, I will give you 15 minutes for your activity to finish. Or 10 minutes? 10 minutes? Okay lang, 10 minutes? Okay, wala nang, so busy na lahat? Okay. Okay, so with regards to working your activity, do not forget to save your output. So, importante pa yung pag-save. Okay po, may problema sa paggawa? Okay lang po? Okay, kayo po, may problema? Okay lang po? Kayo, sir? Kayo po, okay na po?
Next, number 7, create a column chart that compares the cost and the time for each form of transportation. Given chart. Highlight. Pie lang. Ah, 3D. Huwag mo na yung range tapos insert. Pie. Oh, where's the chart? Lumabas ka na. 4 hours. Range. 100.
Okay, kung may problema pong na-encounter, do not forget to ask me with regards to your problem.
Select data. Horizontal access mo ay access.
ito pala.
Ferry. Click OK.
Yung sa ferry. Yung ferry, bali ito lahat. Diba?
Okay. Kailangan lumabas. Wala yung lumabas. Help line.
Okay, to add a picture. No. Making charts.
Okay, so additional po. So ano po yung charts na dapat natin gawin? So that is 3D bar graph, ano po? Okay, so the column chart.
Column chart. Column chart. Column doon natin. Change. Column labels. Wala nang linagay dito. Okay, so ibang chart. Column chart. Insert and then column. Okay, column. Ito. Okay, and then help guide. So, select data siguro to. Select data. Okay, select data. Dire, legend. Ito add.
Do not forget to see the challenges for your activity. Saan po tayo, sir? Saan po tayo dyan? Okay, so did you follow, sir, the steps, step by step? Okay. Kaya po, ma'am. Okay po. So format table po tayo and then dito pa tayo sa format table. Okay, so formatting. Alin po tayo dyan? Okay. So, piliin lang kayo, ma'am, ng ano. Do not forget for the challenge on step number 6 and step number 7. Just follow the steps and the challenges. Okay na po. Tapos na. Isang step na po kayo, sir.
Number 7. Inserting column.
Okay po.
Dito ang column, dito ang row. So, if in another column na ang title mo is different, ano? Yeah, I don't know how to do this.
Okay, so ang gagawin po natin just highlight, ano po? Highlight kung yun lahat.
Except for the title.
Okay, you can...
Okay, asan na po yan?
Okay.
Mawawala na kami.
Saan na po kayo?
Dito, after the auto format challenge, then we will proceed to number 7.
Okay, sige po. Okay, just highlight po. Highlight.
Lahat.
Hindi yung ano lang po, yung data lang. Yeah. Okay, and then sana po tayo. You can use the ano po, the help guide.
Insert ma'am.
Columns.
Sorry.
format table po yan. Nandito ba tayo? Format as table. Ano po yan, sir? Highlight and then home. Tayo move.
Yung data, ganyan talaga lang sa data.
Yung isa po, 3D.
Yung 3D, anong chart po?
Ayan, try mo po.
Column.
Yeah. Remove the hours, sir. Number lang. So do not
Number lang.
halisin mo yung numbers. Ay, yung hours.
Kasi
Number
ayos
lang.
yung iba eh.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Meron na. Okay.
Mas mataas yung 10 minutes per. Mataas yung hours kasi.
Kaya pala.
Okay. Okay, so very good.
Kasi i-declare mo yung
Okay. You can remove the filter if you want. Doon ka sa sort and filter. Ayun lang yun. And then sort and filter. And then filter. Alisin mo sa filter.
You can use format.
Okay na po.
sige po. Ma'am, i-highlight mo yung format as this and this one. Ito.
Alin po? Habal-habal.
Hindi po.
Tapos na kami, sir. Tapos yung nag-insert kami ng ibang mode, sir. Habal-habal din.
Mode of transport, habal-habal.
Fourth mode of transportation.
So, but with regards to cost and person,
Cost in pesos po.
okay.
So yun.
So, kasama dapat po yun sa table.
Oo nga.
Sa graph. Okay, again po, so you can highlight.
Ito yun yung price. Ito ba yung price? Or yung
Time
Ito
yung
yung time. Saka ito yung
cost. Yan.
cost?
Okay, sige.
Sir, tapos na po kami, sir.
Okay na, tapos na po. Tapos na. Okay na. Close. Okay, so group 1, okay. So okay na yung output. For group 2, okay na rin. And the last group, okay, very good. Okay, sir? You can move and drag on the top. Pwede nyo i-move and drag.
Paano namin ilalabas yung title?
Ano ma'am, pili muna kayo ng
Sige.
choose for the chart
Yeah, start
layout.
this.
Layouts.
You can choose. Ayan.
Let's start title.
Click. Ayan, fine.
Okay na? Okay po, so we'll now proceed with the next part, which is the review. Okay, ma'am, for the review. Okay. Okay, so thank you po.
Series. Another series.
advertisement tayo sa advertisement.
Sorry. Okay, class. Now to continue, please look over to your transportation spreadsheet. Make sure it has the following elements: a worksheet with cost and time information about at least 3 different forms of transportation. Do you have that? Table 1? Okay, very good. A worksheet title. Do you have it? Okay. The column labels and transportation names, and that stand out from other information in the worksheet. How about the table at the back? Okay. And a column chart that compares the cost and time of the different forms of transportation. If any of these elements are missing, you may add now. Remember to save your work if you are done. Is there any missing elements? All right, very good. Now, class, you may display on the screen the product that you wish to share with the other group. So, of course, the worksheet table and the chart. Okay, very good. You have that on your screen. I have now to divide you in different groups. So, these 2 tables, you have to, the first partner will go to the other group to check their work or to observe. And then, your pair partner will be the one to answer or to discuss about your worksheet and chart. Okay, you have to be sure that you are prepared to discuss your answers with the following questions. First, what was the hardest part about completing the transportation worksheet and the chart? So, ano po yung mahirap na gawin, class? So, how did you manage to complete the step and the task? Then, how does the column chart make it easy to compare the different transportation options? And the last question that you have to discuss, based on the information in your worksheet and chart, which type of transportation is the best option and why? So now, your partner will go to the other tables, while your other partner will be the one to answer the questions and discuss the worksheet and the chart. Yes, class, you may now go to the other table, and your partner will be left, so you will be the one to discuss also. So, vice versa. Yes. Sir. Ay. Apo. Yan. Okay. Partner kayo, class, ha? So, yung ka-partner mo will be left. He will be the one, or she will be the one to discuss about your worksheet or answer the questions. So, the other table, they will walk around from one PC to another. So, after checking this work, they will go here, and you will be the one to answer the partner left. Yes, ma'am. All right, class. Are you done? Okay. So you may go back to your seat now if you are done. And we will go back to the B group. All right, let's just wait for the other group. Okay, class, very good. Let's go back to the B group and let us give yourselves 3 claps. All right. So, class, let us recall your answers to the following questions. No? And I'm so happy that you guys, class, you are ready to receive the critical feedback coming from your classmates from the other group. Very good. That's good. Now, what was the hardest part about completing the transportation worksheet and your chart? Mary? Yes, the hardest part.
Looking for the auto formatting.
Okay, the auto format and how you're going to proceed to the next step. Okay, very good. But eventually, you managed to finish your task. Okay, very good. All right. Okay, very good. So how does the column chart make it easy to compare to the different transportation options? Is there any? How does the column chart make it easy to compare to the different transportation options? Or to the options? Yes, see. Angelo.
Visually represent the data.
Mhm.
That's why we can easily tell if it is too high or too low.
All right. So, okay, very good. So, it's very evident naman in your So, okay. So, very good class. Now, you may now close your application and may I call on Ma'am Angie for the closing.
Okay, students, are you still alive? Okay. To end today's session, do you have anything to say about the skills you learned today? Sir? Sir Ching?
So, okay. Okay, I've learned a lot of things, ma'am, especially how to make charts with the use of the data in spreadsheet, ma'am.
What about you, ma'am? Anything to say?
We have learned the technical technology in terms to spreadsheet, presenting our data, our information, so that we could present it graphically. Okay, that's all, ma'am.
Okay, whatever skills you learned today, I'm sure it could be your starting guide to become more productive and competitive persons in the future. Okay, for our next session, I'm sure you will be, it will be more fun and exciting. Okay, do you watch Cartoon Network, students? What about Disney Channel? Yes, okay. Are you aware of 3D movies? Cartoons? Okay. Can you differentiate cartoons from 3D movies, sir? Oh, yeah. Jake. Sorry.
Cartoons, the traditional cartoons, basically they are just two-dimensional. So, but in 3D, they are three-dimensional, meaning you can see some depth. So that is the main difference between the two.
What about you? Asa na bang pangalan nyo? May I see your names? Wala na, nawala na. -5 daw. Okay, Arnel, say something about 3D movies or cartoons and cartoons.
Ma'am, I'm not yet seen 3D cartoon, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay, so as your assignments for tomorrow, for our next session, list down at least 10 3D movies and 10 cartoon movies, okay? Okay, so class, you're dismissed now.
Okay, so thank you very much. So that's an hour session. Congratulations, spreadsheet group. Okay, so I hope the next group we will do it for 45 minutes. Can we plan to make it 45 minutes? Okay, so let's give a hand for the spreadsheet group. I will ask the volunteer from the supervisor to give a very quick observation on the session today. Who will volunteer to give your observation? Anyone? Sige, sir.
Good morning to everyone. I just would like to make some comments on the opening activity because here in the checklist, the teacher reviewed what happened during the last session. Second, the teacher made a connection between what happened during the last session and what will happen during today's session. Third, the teacher previewed what will happen during today's session, and the last, the teacher generated enthusiasm for today's session. Now, I just would like to comment on the activity. It was presented very well, but then in some of these areas, it was not fully realized. So that's my observation. And I would like to emphasize on the instruction given by the teacher in the opening activity, where he said that the students should type any word
in cell A1, A2, A3. And then the second is was on the cells B1, B2, and B3. And I understand that the teacher there wants to emphasize that Excel can be used for summation, no, the sum of this number. However, I observed, because when the activity was done, I keep on looking also on the responses of the pupils or the students, and I observed that the instruction is any word. So there are some who type any word. But I would like to emphasize that the first instruction must be connected with the second instruction. So instead of saying any word, you can say type a name of a person in cell A1, A2, A3. Then the next instruction, type any number. So that number might represent something in relation to the first instruction. It could be a score, it could be an income, or it could be anything that has connection with the first instruction. This is in order to concretize the activity, and it will become more meaningful if the activity given is more concrete and realistic. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you for that very good observation. So, sir is suggesting on how the page 69 should be modified. Okay? That's a very good suggestion, right? In such a way that meaningful po yung itatype nila. Okay? So thank you for that suggestion. Another one observation?
If Sir from Rojas City observed the opening, I will be giving mine in the closing. In the closing, so I will give the star observation. In the closing, the teacher reviewed what happened during the day's session, and then she asked the class an example of 3D movies, and then one student answered, "I don't know what 3D movies are." I think that's the good start for the next lesson, di ba? Film, ano yun? Multimedia. So yun na yun. Their interest will be heightened with that kind of gesture yatong gi-answer sa usaka tao, yung isang estudyante. So from there, yun na yung dapat interest for the next lesson. That's a very good closing sana, ma'am. Kung na-connect lang. Nakat kasi siya eh. Hindi mo siya napatuloy. Dapat from there, that's our lesson next. You will know more about 3Ds in the next lesson. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, last one.
Okay. This is in connection to the observation of my colleagues. I have only a short observation with regards do it portion and the closing portion. Anyway, it's not easy to present on the spot presentation, di ba? The teacher, of course, the teacher demonstrators were knowledgeable with their subject matter, with the report, and it was a collaboration of 3 reporters as per observation. However, with regard to the do-it portion, it will be better and effective that the reporters must have reflect on the screen or in the PowerPoint the clear objectives of the activity, as in the flow of the activity. Ano yung mga dapat nilang gawin, no? The clear objectives. And with regard to the closing portion, it would be much better if students must have to interact with each other with regard to their outputs, so that they will be able to discover more ideas from other groups. So there must be, my suggestion, there must be an interaction of outputs. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, sir. So thank you for that suggestion, ma'am. I also agree that you may use that one, the answer of one student that will interest them to the next topic. And for sir's suggestion, giving clear objectives on what is the activity is also very important, right? I'm not so sure if you have seen that, the observer, where the teacher presented the required output for the activity. Right, they have shown an example, okay? That's one way of showing what's the objectives of the activity. And then there's one part of the lesson where students share their output. That's one way of interaction. They have a guidelines on how to share it. Okay, so let's start very quickly. I promise to do it in 5 minutes. The opening, okay? Remember, the teachers are practicing on what the new strategy of teaching technology in the classroom. And hindi pa sila masyadong hiyang on the process. They're practicing on it. That's why, even though kayang-kaya naman natin mag-lesson in an hour na tayo lang, di ba? But right now, since hindi to totoong audience, parang kahit na paghawak ng computer, kailangan pa natin ng ibang tao, right? It's because we're not so used of doing these things right now at iba yung audience. So in the opening is that Sir Jerry used flashcard, right? To motivate students. 1 plus 1 is okay, 2 plus 2 is okay, but what about these big numbers? Can you do this? That's a very good motivation. And by the way, if you have noticed the Energizer, it's about transportation also, going to the lesson. But I'm not so sure why do they need 2 people doing the opening. It should be 1 person lang for practice. But anyway, that's a good way of starting the day. Okay? The flashcard is good, but I'm not so sure what's the purpose of Sir Jerry. There's every student, when you implement this activity, you have this module. Okay? PLDT, UPOU, and Intel, whoever schools implement this, they will provide, am I correct, Mamel? They will provide a module for each school. So when you conduct this class, maybe working in pairs, students will have this module, okay? So I'm not so sure with the strategy on na sinusulat pa ni Sir Jerry yung instruction on a paper. Okay? What's your purpose with that, sir? Tanungin lang natin si Sir Jerry sandali. Jeffrey, sorry. Right. Okay. So that's plan B. All right, thank you for that. But remember, the students have their printed module. Okay? So, yun lang kasi minsan, sanay tayo nga na sa atin lahat galing yung instruction, no? So, I guess, again, yung pinopromote natin sa course na to, it's let's encourage our student to be independent learners. You guide them that there's a module, and this is the challenges for the day. Okay? Exploration, we are in exploration, and this is the challenges of the day. Read your module. We have 4 challenges, and you will do that for 5 minutes. You start now. Okay, so for 5 minutes, the teacher should not stay here. You should roam around and then check if all the challenges were accomplished. Right? So may nakasulat na challenges dyan. Yun yung nire-raise ni Sir Jerry na 4 na challenges. Okay? So pwede, I strongly recommend na wag nyo itong gawin. Okay? So, you must teach the students how to be independent learners, look at the challenges, and then in 5 minutes, tingnan natin kung sinong maunang matapos, and then explore other skills. Okay, that's how we handle the exploration. In the discussion also, Sir Jerry printed the questions. Okay, so again, we need the skill of yung how do you ask question? Teachers must be skillful on asking question. In such a way, you could generate different answers of the students, right? So, yun yung guide question 1, 2, and 3 are very good questions that students will be able to tell. Maraming purpose ang question na to. What happened in B4 when you click AutoSum? Ang sanay kasi tayong mga ICT teachers na gusto natin ipakita, ito yung cell B4, ito yung cell C8. Hindi na actually kailangan ng mga bata yun ngayon. Okay? Okay, the purpose of our module, bakit may exploration yon? And then you try to roam around kung talagang nagkiklik sila ng A1, A2, A3. So if they're all right, you don't need to teach that this is the cell B4, this is the cell B3. You don't need to do that, okay? Yung mga hindi na kailangan ngayon, hindi na natin gawin. And then, you may, instead of telling, you could do AutoSum, pero meron pang ibang way dyan, yung FX. Instead na ikaw yung magsasabi nun, sabihin nyo, do you have other way of doing it in your exploration? Paano mo ginawa yun? Ching? Paano mo ginawa yun? Han? What's your other way of finding the sum of a number? Okay? Because they have varied ways of doing it. So therefore, one very important thing about facilitation is what? Think about the responses of your students, and then you will facilitate it by asking questions, and those questions must be in application, evaluation, analysis, synthesis. Okay? Dun dapat yung mga questions natin. Is it clear? But it's okay. We have some suggestion, but of course, pag bago pa lang, okay lang yan. Basta ngayon, alam natin na ganun yan. Don't forget that you have to show the help guide before the do it. Pero nagustuhan ko yung ginawa ni Sir, who was that? Carlo? Okay. Medyo na-miss doon or preparado na siyang ma-miss doon sa discussion. Nilagay niya siya part of the do it. Before do it, review the groups in the spreadsheet. Okay? Okay, during the do it, tingnan natin sa do it. Look at your list. Sir, ICT Coordinator, as well as other students, please look at our, saan na yung guide ko? Where's my guide? Our practice session guide. Okay, so do it. These are the things that you need to observe. Actually, kailangan lang natin ito ngayon kasi nagpa-practice tayo how to do plan, do, review, and share. Pero kung sanay na tayo, okay na. Right? So do it. How did Sir Carlo facilitate in the do it? What have you observed? Okay, nag-roaming around siya, right? And, right. Okay. Kaya nga gusto din namin andito yung mga ICT coordinator ngayon eh. Because when you observe classes, you could also suggest how to do it in a real classroom. Anong ginawa ni Sir? Monitor what happened if they answered all questions, right? At may dala siyang ballpen. Di ba? May dala siyang ballpen sa likod. And chinek niya. Okay? Chinek niya. So you're okay now? And then nagtanong siya. Have you answered this question? Right? Namalayan niyo ang ginawa ni Sir so that students will be directed that the plan is complete. Okay? And then, when the plan is complete, Then you have to do it now. Pinaka-challenging on monitoring on the do it part. Because maraming mangyari sa do it. Right? One thing that happened, that group, yung grupo na yan, okay? They have actually, lumabas din siya dun sa review. Sa share it. When you asked about, ano ngayon tanong mo kayo na Priscilla? What's the hardest part? At anong sagot ni Mary? Auto format as well as how to create a chart. That's one of the problem of that group. And they have the hard way of following the instruction. At may dalawang teacher na ang tumulong. Okay? I'll show you the short video, 2 minutes video. And that will also happen in a real classroom. They put a hat as a student at talagang totoo namang nahirapan sila sa challenge na yon. Nakikita niyo yung manual? May naka-box dyan. Yun ang challenge. So yun yung medyo challenging in following the instruction on how to make the output right. Okay? Tumulong na yung isang student, Paano nga ba yan? Nagbasa sila ulit. Di ba? Ang laki ng problema nila. Di ba? Okay, tumulong na rin yung isang estudyante. Look at that instruction. Hindi pa rin Hindi pa rin ma-solve. Hindi pa rin sila makagawa ng chart. And then, okay, dalawang teacher na ang tumulong sa kanila. Okay, tumulong na yung teacher, paano? At sabi ng estudyante, hindi, andito yung instruction Hindi ko masundan. No? Paano ba to? Actually, before that, nagbasa sila ng help guide. They tried to look at the help guide. But I'm not sure ba't hindi nila makuha yung instruction ng help guide. Anyone could share? Why? Why? Anyone could share? Ma'am, what is your problem? What's your problem?
Hindi kasi, sabi ko, I know how to create a chart, pero the shortcut, sabi ko. Hindi yung nasa help guide.
Okay. But, you know the shortcut, pero hindi pa rin yun na-solve kahit na may shortcut si ma'am, no? Okay. So that's it. So dalawang teacher na. Yun yung tanong ko kahapon. When is the perfect time that the teacher will going to hold the mouse? Okay? So, kailan ba yung time na tayo na yung gagawa? Or tayo na yung mag-instruct na ganito yun, no? Parang hindi na natin bigyan ng opportunity na estudyante na maghanap siya ng way, paano ba namin isa-solve to as a group? Wala muna si teacher. Kasi hindi naman present palagi si teacher And there are many things that the students will learn more kung sila mismo yung nagre-research on how to do it. Pero si teacher naman, naghahabol sa do it na time So gusto niya lahat ng estudyante successful. So tinulungan niya na, ganito yun, click this one. Okay na kayo. Right? But in this course, we encourage them to read the help guide. Have you read the skill, how to create the graph? That's in group 9 or group 7. Okay, try to read on that. Then, balikan mo sila ulit. Okay, balikan mo sila ulit. Kaya nyo na? Okay, pag kaya niya, paano nyo solve yun? Okay, you empower them. Okay, and they will do that more, solving problems on their own way as a group. Hindi na isosolve nila yung problem na pag andun si teacher. Pag wala si teacher, hindi namin masolve yan. Okay? So yun yung training natin sa mga estudyante sa course na to. And that's good, and thank you for that. Hindi po sila nag-a-acting. Totoong problema po yun. Okay? Okay, so I guess that's it. So congratulations, everyone. I will show suggestion on, let's have a break for maybe 5 minutes. You get your snacks, kung meron na, and then working snacks tayo. Short preparation for the next presentation. Then after this, I'll give a specific time allotment in each activity. As I observed nyo, sa mga demonstration nyo, pwede kong sabihin, kaya naman pala na 5 minutes lang to. Kaya naman pala na 30 minutes lang to. Okay? So based from the 3 demo. Okay, please get your snacks